Okay, we have left Agiou Grigoriou Monastery and we're on the ferry boat to Dafni to take a corresponding ferry to Ouranoupoli. It's about €3 the cost, so it's about $5. You can see there we are, there's a lot of people here on the boat. Next monastery here called Grigoriou. You can see it just in the background here. Let's get a better shot just a minute. There you go. Monastery Grigoriou, perched on a hill, as you can see, like all monasteries, and we're gonna make a stop here, drop some people off, pick some people up, and that's how it is at Mount Athos, just from one monastery to the next, 24 in all, and in the middle of nowhere, perched on hills on the holy mountain. There you go. There's a few people waiting over there. There's monks, I see. So Agiou Grigoriou Monastery. Making a stop over here. Let me just pause this thing so I know how to pause it. Let's keep it going here. People are getting off, getting on, as you can see, a few monks along the way. And that's it. Agiou Grigoriou Monastery, and we're off to our next stop, which I believe is Simonopetra. Yeah, a lot of Romanians, Serbians, Russians here, Germans, just on hiking trails and just visiting the mountain and the monasteries. A few monks along the way, like this guy here. Okay. Let's go around the other side. Keep in mind, people, this is a male-only bastion, one of the last in the world. You will not find in the entire area one female child or one woman. It's been prohibited for over 1,000 years. Okay, so keep that in mind. There are a few monks there, as you can see. And let me just press pause here so we can go to our next monastery. Okay, once again, leaving Agiou Grigoriou Monastery. There's a monastery itself. A few houses in the background there, just hanging on cliffs. People living their entire lives here. I've seen people, I've met people who've been here for 50 years, 60 years. Came in at 20 years old, they're still here. That's it. We're done here. Like living as a hermit, wow, this place is for you. You just want to see other people other ways to live in this world, come as a visitor and check it out. It will cure your curiosity. How's that? Okay, on our way to the next monastery. Well, there's a little house that's just hanging off a cliff over there. A few monks living there, probably. There's a few more houses just on top of that. I don't know if you can see it there, just on top of those bushes there. And Agion Oros, the holy mountain, the garden of Virgin Mary, second most holiest site in all of Orthodox Christianity after the holy places in Jerusalem. 24 monasteries in all. We're just going, monastery hopping right now, just until we reach Dafni, where we'll take the next corresponding ferry to Ouranoupoli. We left Agiou Grigoriou, now we're on our way to the monastery called Simonopetra. And believe me, this one is a sight to see. It's perched on a hill. It's probably, it looks like it's gonna drop off the mountain. Okay, let's got some friends here. Alright, let's go to check out the next monastery here. Ah, there it is. Just, oh my goodness. Okay, people, there it is. That's Simonopetra Monastery. Make your cross. Alright. That's perched right on that hill right there. As you can see, it's probably, it looks like it's going to drop off the slightest of shakes, but it's been there for 1,000 years, so it's not going anywhere soon, alright? Okay, there it is. Let's get a close-up view. It's about as good a zoom as I can do in this camera. Okay. There's another house over there just in the background. It's dug into the mountain probably. Just houses all hanging off cliffs here, people living their entire lives as hermits. There are no restaurants here, nothing, no shops, nothing, just monasteries, and that's it. You go in, you follow the program, you get your 3 meals a day, make sure you don't miss one. There's no place else to find food after that. So you're gonna go hungry if you miss a meal in one of these monasteries, believe me. So basically, these monks here, they don't need us. We probably need them more than they need us. They don't care the way we live. I feel sorry for us, actually. There it is. Now we're just gonna drop some people off over here. Make a stopover, Simonopetra Monastery. There you go. You can probably see the peak over there of Mount Athos just in the background. We'll zoom it up right there. It's Mount Athos at the peak. And there's a monk right in front of me taking his video as well. So. Okay. A lot of people here from all over the world, Australians, I've met a few Germans. Look at that site, look at that monastery. It's right on top on that rock. Believe me, they had to build these monasteries like this because in the old days they'd get raided by pirates, and they had to protect their relics and invaluable items, icons. So this is why the reason why most of these places are just hanging off cliffs. And those days there were no helicopters or warplanes so they can take over a place. So it was just whatever you were able to grab onto. And believe me, that place, the way it looks, I wouldn't bother trying to raid that place if I was a pirate, okay? I mean, that's pretty inaccessible. And they grow their food over there. They've got gardens in the background. If you can see, there are a few more houses just hanging off cliffs. I don't know if you can make that out. I'll try to zoom it. This camera isn't very good quality, so there you go. So I'll pause it and we're off to our next monastery. Alright, so we left Simonopetra, there it is in the background. We're on the ferry boat and we're just monastery hopping right now until we reach Dafni, which is a major stopover at Mount Athos Agion Oros. We'll get a connecting ferry there to Ouranoupoli, and Ouranoupoli is actually in Greece. So this part of this area is not considered Greece. It doesn't belong to Greece. They've got no jurisdiction over this place. Maybe they use the Greek police to handle matters, but other than that, it belongs to the Patriarch of Constantinople. That's it, my friends. This is no man's land right here. No roads, no beaches, no stores, no shops, traffic lights, nothing. Just prayer, monks, 3 meals a day, very basic meals at that. They'll be drinking only water here. It's maybe you want to try living this way for a few days and see how the monks do it. Come over. You know, if you don't know how to get here, I can maybe respond to an email of yours, help you out. If you're an Orthodox Christian, you're a brother, and wouldn't mind if you pass by and visit this place. I'd like it if you visit at least once in your life. I've been here over 6 times now, and I try to make it twice a year. I was very lucky to meet a friend who showed me this place and how to get in, how to get access to the monasteries. It's not difficult, you know, if you do it once, then you're on your way. Keep in mind again that you can't bring your wife here. Make sure you bring some food, some snacks, because there are no restaurants, nothing to buy food from, nowhere to buy food from. Basically, that's it. Just, you know, going on mountain trails, going to church 7 hours a day on the monastery, and waking up in the dead of night to go pray for 3 hours. So if you're up to that, and you think you can handle it like the monks have been doing for 1,000 years, why not give it a try, just to get a taste of how these people live over here. Alright, so I'll press pause again because right now we're in the middle of going to the next monastery, so I don't want to waste too much of the memory. Okay, so again, we're on the boat here, just stopping over to another monastery, or I think right now we're going actually to Dafni. That's our corresponding spot. And, let's just take a look around here. There's quite a few people today on board here. A lot of people from Germany and Australians and what have you, young people, old people, monks. Stopping here. Okay, so there it is, people. Mount Athos Agion Oros, high as heaven, piercing those clouds over there. In the background, there's another ferry taking people to monasteries. Small one. If women want to come as close as they possibly can to this place, the only way to do it is just get on a ferry, and that's it. You will not be allowed to enter the grounds, or the ferry will just make a tour all around, and you will not get off anywhere. You'll just and the ferry will depart from Ouranoupoli, not within Mount Athos. So that's, women are not allowed here. It's been like that for 1,000 years. It's not going to change. And so ladies maybe have to go some other vacation. I know it's tempting for you now to come here, but believe me, it won't work out. Okay, so there's a few more houses perched on a hill over here. Monks living there, hermits or whatever. As you can see, nothing but mountains and chapels and churches and monasteries, and that's all you have here. No roads, nothing, no traffic lights. That's it, just a mountain and you. And of course, Orthodox Christianity. There are many monasteries here that are not Greek. There's a Russian monastery, Agiou Grigoriou. There's a Serbian one. There's I think a Ukrainian one, and there's also a Romanian monasteries here, and a few others. So that's why there's a lot of well, there's just about a lot of foreigners here. Most of the people on this boat are not Greek. There are people from the Balkans, from Russia, a lot of Russians here, Ukrainians, Romanians, Germans. I see a few Dutch people, and I met Australians here. All over, they just come from all over. They're part of the curiosity. They come here because they just want to go mountain climbing, which you can do, and just stop over a monastery and sleep over there for the night. You won't be charged anything. It's very inexpensive to come here, $25, $40 American, and you end up staying here for maybe even 5 to 10 days, or even longer. Food included, bed and breakfast, and that's it. But very basic stuff, mind you. There's nowhere to buy food from, so you have to, make sure you have those meals. You're gonna have a full stomach. All right, so we're just about to get off at Dafni, and then we're on our connecting ferry. I can see in the background the Russian monastery, one of the biggest ones over here. I'll get a better shot on my next film, but you can see it just on the background, right over there. I can't zoom in more, the camera is not good quality. And that's where we're off to next, after Dafni. It's one of the biggest Russian monasteries, and from what I hear, President Putin is supposed to visit here because they're celebrating the 1,000-year history. And he's going to be here in a few months, I think, from what I heard, visiting this place. That's going to be something to look forward to. And this is a huge monastery. We're talking about, I don't know, maybe about over 500 monks over there. So that's about it. The film's almost out. We're going to make another video later on. Thank you.